Hey guys, welcome to Larock's Cooking Adventures. I'm your host, Larock, and today what we're going to do is we're going to recreate a video that I made before. I made a video of a baked potato and how to, dress it up and make it fancy or what have you. But I was not happy with the quality of that video. I felt as if I did you guys an injustice, and so what I've decided to do was to actually recreate that video. In this video, hopefully I'll have a little bit better tips and a little bit better quality. All right, before we get started, I want to shout out my current subscribers. I'd like to shout out my new subscribers, and I'd like to shout out the guys that stumble across my channel just searching on YouTube, just watching YouTube. I thank you all very, very much for the likes, for the shares, for the support, for the subscriptions. I love you. Thank you. All right, guys, so getting into this, we have 4 baker potatoes, russet potatoes, baked style potatoes. All right, you want to wash and clean these off really, really good. And what we're going to top these off with is a little bit of scallions, fresh chives. These chives are out the garden out back. Our little spice situation, our little herb situation. Some broccoli, we're going to steam that off and put those on there. Some melted queso cheese, some bacon, fresh bacon bits, butter, which I'm going to melt down. We're going to put it inside of our aluminum foil. Some kosher salt, sour cream, black pepper, and granulated garlic. All right. Also, we'll use a little bit of mild shredded cheddar. Okay. All right, guys, so what we have here is 4 sheets of aluminum. You want to make sure that the shiny side is down. This is the matte side. That is the shiny side. Now, it's rumored that the reason why you want to do that is because it's rumored that the shiny side will reflect off some of the heat. So you're just going to pour a little bit of the butter on the bottom. Take your spoon, mix it around a little bit. You're going to add some of your season. I'm gonna add some of this pepper. Now you're doing this because you want your potato to actually have some flavor to it. You just don't want to have a baked bland potato, okay? That's not what we're doing around here. So you're gonna add a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper. All right? Now guys, don't forget to preheat your oven to 450 degrees before you get started, okay? So we're just gonna place our potato right there like that. We're gonna pour a little bit more on top. A little bit more of the butter. Yep, like that. Move it around, and then we're gonna season her again. Okay? Don't be afraid to season her. We want her to taste good. Even if you just eat this plain, it'll be good because of the spices. Okay? Boom, and then boom. All right? Like that. Don't be afraid. All right? You're just gonna simply roll her up. Like this, like that, and fold it underneath, like that, boom, okay? Now I'm gonna do that with the other 3, the same exact thing. All right, I'll show you one more. All right, so we got the butter again. I'm gonna go with the pepper again. Okay, again, don't be afraid to use your season because we want this thing to taste good, even if it's just a plain potato and you don't have all the fancy condiments. Okay, boom, like that. Don't be afraid. Okay, then we're gonna go with some more butter right on top. Nice and sexy like. And we're gonna come again with the season. Pepper, garlic, okay, and then some more salt. Just like that. Don't be afraid, guys. Trust me when I tell you. Okay. Now, when you guys are baking these potatoes, right, I'm telling you now that the butter is going to seep out of this. The butter is going to come out of here, and it is going to highly smoke your oven up. So I suggest you guys get this as tight as possible on this potato, right? And then I'm going to show you after I finish these other 2 how to bake it and not smoke up your oven or your house. All right, guys, so we have these 4 potatoes wrapped up. Guys, don't forget to set your oven to 450. Now, we have a sheet tray here, half sheet tray, and we have a baker's rack, all right? What we did this time as a little tip is we added some water inside the sheet tray so that when the butter seeps out of this, it goes into the water instead of the bottom of your range, instead of the bottom of your stove. So we have these 4 little pretty potatoes. We're gonna pop them in the oven, 450 degrees for a minimum of 1 hour. It might take an hour flat, or it might take an hour and 10, 15 minutes, depending on the size of the potato. I'm willing to bet that these big boys are gonna take 1 hour and 10 minutes. So off the rip, I'm just gonna set it for an hour and 10, all right? I'll see you guys back. Okay, guys, our hour and 10 minutes is up. I'm gonna pull these potatoes out of the oven. Okay, now I just opened up the oven and it is smoke free because of that water. That is a very valuable tip I just gave you guys. Now, about 45 or so minutes in, I did add more water because, again, the oven temperature was at 450 degrees. So, of course, that water was going to evaporate. So, at about 45 or so minutes in, you guys check the water content and see that it is not all gone and evaporated. All right? Okay. Now, these potatoes are done. They are ready to rock and roll, and they are ready to get dressed. Okay? So I'm gonna put one here, one here, one here. Take these out. Show you what they look like inside. Ooh, super hot. Woo, super hot. All right, guys, you see this this crust on here? You see the herbs, the spices? I'm sorry about that. Looks good, yeah? Look, boom, look at the bottom. Looks good. That potato is money right there. Nice and soft. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Yo! Super hot, guys. Do not burn yourselves. Okay? Okay. All right, so we got the foil off. Boom. Boom, look at that. It's going straight through there. So that was 1 hour, 10 minutes. These are bigger potatoes. Whoa, see, that's what you want your potato to do. You want it to just go ahead and just crumble down like that. So, first one, we're gonna use broccoli and cheese, which we're gonna do this one here, like that. Like a little bit of that melted queso. Like that. Drizzle it on the side a little bit. And then go ahead with the steamed broccoli. Like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Guys, steamed broccoli should take no more than 3-4 minutes. It's a little bit heavy, but we want it to be nice and sexy. Like that. And a little bit more to melt the cheese. Okay. Now we had that 1 stick of butter. This is what's left of that. So we're just gonna do a butter and chive, sour cream. And this big boy, piece of butter. Another piece of butter. Chives. Dollop of sour cream. Right. Then let's throw some scallions on this one too. And we'll go with a fully loaded. We'll put a little bit of cheese. And melt it. A little bacon. Scallion. You can even use some of these chives. And another dollop of sour cream. And then come back over the top. A little bit more of this queso. Like that. Beautiful. Bam. This last one, we'll just do a good old butter. A little piece of butter. So we ended up using the whole stick of butter for this project. All right, guys. There you have it. The remix to Larocks baked potato. See that? Yeah. Is that money or what? Okay. Let's take another look at this one. Sexy! Sexy Larocks style. Alright. This one needs some color. We're just gonna put a little bit of chive in there. Butter and chive. A little scallion too. Alright guys, I just want to say thank you all for watching. This is Larocks remake of awesome loaded baked potato. Remember, the recipe was for the potato itself. You can dress your potato how you like, but the important thing about this was the butter and the spices on the outside of that potato before you got started. Also, A1 tip was to use that water underneath of that pan so that you do not smoke your kitchen out. Okay, guys? All right, I just want to take a minute to say thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this content. Larockscooking Adventures, out.